Hi everyone, welcome to this video, welcome to my channel. My name is Ben, and in today's video I have I think the biggest unboxing I've had on the channel so far, and it is all based around a series of back to school. Now, going into university or college is kind of a big deal, and obviously with the situation we're in now, the technology that you choose for the next 3 or 4 years is probably some of the most important tech that you'll ever pick. With that in mind, I wanted to build a bit of a back to school series and a kind of a versus off. So shall we jump into what I bought to do? Yeah, let's do that. So Amazon arrived yesterday, so I've got a few things to unbox, which is exciting. Now, the reason I got these products on Amazon was on the website of the company, obviously Apple. The stock is actually quite low, so I thought it would also be quite a good idea to do these videos because you might actually be waiting almost a month, in the UK at least, to actually get your hands on some of these products. So first we have in this box, I really also need to get a better knife, I think. So if anyone can actually recommend a knife for me, that would be hella appreciated. A product I have only really ever used in the Apple Store. So we first start off with the 11-inch iPad Pro. This is the latest iPad Pro, so it's not a refurbished one, which you could get. The reason, again, for choosing this product and the other is they're part of the back to school promotion where you can get things like a free pair of AirPods, which I highly recommend to do with any Apple device. To try and compare these as close as possible, this is the 256 gig model, the 11-inch iPad Pro. I'm excited to use that. That's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of videos. Second product that we have, a little bit easier to unbox. And again, due to stock constraints, I was going to try a different product to this. But this is the Apple iPad Smart Keyboard Folio Edition. So not the Magic Keyboard, as that was £350, which I thought for the purpose of these videos was a little bit extreme, but it could be an option. So I wanted something that was going to protect the iPad while it was in my possession, and I could actually type on and compare to this next product. Now this one is a little bit larger, so you can imagine what this is. I have to say as well, the only problem with unboxing videos is that you literally have one chance. It's like, here's a box that I have already unboxed. Strange as that box. Okay. Absolutely tarnished, that box. So it looks like this box is double boxed, which huge difference there to 28mm. So in this box we have like a double box. Quite exciting. We got one box. Currently my house is 1/3 box, which is not making my other half very happy. So to make her happier, if you could drop a subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so little pull tab here. Now you can see this is where we start getting to the Apple magic, because they give us just a nice simple pull tab. So much easier. And in this box, we then have the 13-inch MacBook Pro. So this is the base model. This is the base model MacBook Pro, which for the past 10 years has been the go-to for students going to university. With Apple claiming that the iPad Pro is your next computer with its ability to be portable and powerful, I wanted to really compare and see if the MacBook Pro really is still the king. In terms of specs, this is again a 256 gig. It is running the 1.4 gigahertz i5 and 8 gig of RAM. Compared to the iMac I've just used, it's kind of like, I don't know, half the specs, but obviously you're getting the portability of the Mac, and it is actually half the price. So I'm really interested to see how this compares. if you are a long-term follower of the channel, you know when this came out, I actually did a video saying I didn't understand who was buying this computer. So I guess I get to find out who's buying it. I'm really excited to see what this is like. So I'll do like a first impressions of these. I'll probably actually try to do a bit more of an unboxing of actually unboxing these instead of just getting them out of my large Amazon boxes. So now we have these products out of the large Amazon boxes, we'll deep dive a little bit more into the iPad and the MacBook Pro. In terms of where I'd like this series to go and to try and be as helpful as possible to you guys, please leave your questions below in the comments. We did this with the iMac review and it really helped build the review, which I did then 2 weeks later. So I'd love to see the same again. And if you are a fan of the channel, a fan of how I try to do these reviews, again, please leave a subscribe, comment and likes down below. All helps the channel, meaning I can do more videos like this. So let's deep dive into the MacBook Pro, the iPad Pro, yeah, Apple Pro. Right, okay, so we have like a dual cam setup. I have no idea if this is gonna work. So we'll start off with the smallest item, which is the smart keyboard. And I've not actually ever used one of these, but usual slick Apple kind of casing on this, nice and easy, nice simple. They just make things better than just everybody else. Can't say that now. Oof. As mentioned, this iPad Pro is the 2nd gen, so it has got the larger cutout on the back, which is handy. Really nice, just expect what you expect really from Apple. That's nice, that matte white finish to the casing, little case inside, and then we've got the beautiful keyboard. Now in terms of kind of feel, I'm used to the Magic keyboard feel, so similar to what is on the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and should actually be on this new 13-inch MacBook Pro as well, one of the major improvements over the butterfly keyboard. So I'm really interested to see what this is like to type for a long amount of time on this as an alternative to the full MacBook. But again, even for a case, I say even for a case, it was £175 still. So I'm not going to say it's cheap, it is a substantial amount of cash. So I want to be able to test it as fully as possible before you go out and spend it yourself. So that is the smart keyboard. Okay, so number 2. Oh, this is so much fun. Like, I've never done this much in one video ever. So there's 156 gig iPad Pro. I am really looking forward to using this. In terms of improvements over the previous gen, I did do like a talking tech video based on my thoughts about this product. I think the 1st gen iPad Pro clearly was so powerful and impressive that this kind of snuck under the radar, I guess, which is understandable with just how brilliant the iPad Pro was. So again, just nice, smooth. So pretty uniform with the case, and oh, I feel like my hands are just not worthy to touch the beautiful ceramic edges of the iPad Pro. So you've got it here where you can see it's kind of got the LiDAR sensor, the 2 cameras, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to using. I have an iPhone XS, so it'll be nice to see some different camera technology. I'm not going to go out and take photographs with an iPad though. You can't be that guy. And then nice, smooth, just look at that shiny thing. You can see the kind of top casing here, just with the Face ID. Obviously, no kind of Touch ID on this, with it being the Pro. I'm really looking forward to seeing the 120 Hz Pro display. In terms of what else you get in the box as well, pretty standard really. A new kind of design, I've never really seen that, in terms of a USB-C charger and your USB-C to USB-C connection. I'll probably just use USB-A to USB-C, which I have for my Sony. Lovely, very nice. Apple, as always, keep it very, very clean, minimalistic with what is in the box. You don't get that much. No headphones here, no USB-C headphones, which I guess would have potentially been nice, but I guess you should probably pick up a pair of AirPods with the back to school promotion, either the standard ones with the wireless charger or the AirPods Pro, which I think you should pick up the AirPods Pro, just going to be completely honest. But there we go, there's the iPad Pro, which I will set up later, so I'm going to very carefully put that down. So last but not least, the MacBook Pro, a 13-inch. Let's say in my kind of intro, the king of the uni computer. This has been the choice of so many generations, well, maybe 2 generations worth of computers. No little pull tab on this. Oh, no, I lie. Oh, what a terrible Apple unboxer. So you get these little actual pull tabs, which I'm going to try and get on here. Makes that much easier actually to do. That's fairly new. I've not seen that on any products I've reviewed recently. They do make it so slick, so easy. Just nice. And again, I think I said it with the iMac, always keep the box. If you can, I would just find storage for any of the boxes of these, as well as making a nice little collection, which I think is quite fun. Just holds your value, that extra little part. It's actually lined on the inside, which is quite nice. That's quite thick, which is different to what I've expected before. Here we go. That same grey matte finish. So I went with the space grey option. Just because it then went with the iPad Pro, I thought that looked quite cool. I'll definitely take some nice pictures on Instagram. In terms of what you get here as well, pretty much exactly the same as the iPad Pro. As you can see why I wanted to make the comparisons. You've got a USB-C to USB-C charger. You have your power brick and your Apple kind of blurb in there, which you get your stickers. That's what you get for your money. But obviously it's not really about what you get in the box, it's about the computer itself, which for me is still the best computer you can buy. I absolutely adore Macintoshes. What I always find quite funny about this moment here is you lift this and suddenly the computer turns on. I always find that really weird with this new generation of MacBook. Improvements on this one compared to the last generation, we've got physical Touch ID buttons. The keyboard has been vastly improved from every single review I've seen of this machine. In terms of kind of portability and size, this is definitely heavier, but it does feel well built.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Thanks, Siri lady. This one has got 2 USB-C ports on this side, which as an accessory I would 100% recommend to buy a extender for either USB-A, HDMI if you've got a TV, especially if you're going into university. And on this side we have the single headphone jack, which is quite amazing that they're still putting that on these computers, but are obsessed about not putting it on anywhere else. That is the unboxing. As mentioned kind of previously in the unboxing of the unboxing, please leave your comments, questions below. I'll be doing multiple videos on these products. So both on the MacBook Pro, the iPad, the accessories I'm going to be getting for both, to try and set you up really to kind of go into university, either if you're working and studying at home, or if you are actually going into lessons. So I really hope I can help, and I'm really looking forward to the next couple of weeks using these machines. If you do subscribe, thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now. I guess we'll try that again, shall we? Always remember this tape for lapel mics. 3, 2, 1.